Stephen Jules Radio Show.
Well, it's Friday evening at the moment. Just got back from the Bulldogs versus Manly game. Oopsie, it just dropped my water bottle. And no, it was a great afternoon out of the house. Great to get out, watch some entertainment as well. And, wishing the Canterbury Bulldogs all the best for the finals and semi-finals. I hope Cameron Ciraldo can do his best. Hopefully, you never know, win a grand final this year. Oh my God, you should have seen all the traffic. Oh, there's always a problem with traffic when you go to Accor Stadium on a Friday night. The problem with it, is that it's just too many cars. And all the roads are just really bad roads. And the traffic lights as well Sorry, I'm just unpacking my bag at the same time, so I do apologise for the noise. Just trying to get some stickers. That's what it is. Now when you come home and then you got to unpack shit, that's what I'm doing. Because I'm that type of person that when I come home, I need to unpack. I don't know why. So, but it was a great afternoon. I enjoyed it. It's good for a change. The Canterbury loss today just wasn't our day. But that's all right. There's always next week. I think if we stay in the top 8, we'll be in the finals. And that's an achievement in itself when clubs make it into the finals and semi-finals. So that's I'm looking forward to seeing a bright future ahead for Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs as well. It was really good. It was just a good a very good atmosphere, in my opinion. A very spectacular. It was, how many people turned up? 35,000 at least. So, well done. On a Friday night. So, again, this referee in particular just likes blowing his whistle as usual. The NRL's got a huge problem with these players on report, HIAs, hip drop tackles. Well, it's good that they're getting rid of the hip drop problem. But that's the issue is that all this HIA drama, the concussion problem, I think it started in the NFL. And the problem with the NFL was, they weren't doing anything about it. But then too many players were ending up getting CTE 30, 40 years after they retire because too many hits to the head. But I think South Park did predict the whole PC woke culture of NFL and contact sports going all softy, playing sarcastic ball, which they were taking the piss out of it, which was funny. But I watch tackles now from where I'm sitting. I mean, the game's... I've noticed too, like, the game of rugby league, AFL, that's more... If you're into Aussie rules, you get what I'm talking about. The concussion problems. When ex-Aussie rules players were suing the AFL because of concussions, and then this whole HIA, this started last year. Round one, they were eager to get back on the field. They were, wanting to hit hard, which is what you're supposed to do in rugby league and Aussie rules and NFL. But the problem was too many players were getting knocked out. But then they were, at times, I know... If it was like a final, semi, or grand final, they were being asked to come back in the second half. Now, Sam Burgess, okay, when the Rabbitohs played Canterbury Bulldogs in the grand final, he played with a fractured cheekbone for 80 minutes straight. This was a grand final. Now, if this had been a normal club match, finals, semi-finals, I think he would have been taken off. But because it was a grand final, adrenaline was rushing, and he was able to keep going for 80 minutes straight. Obviously, after the game, that's when the pain started. Now, over the years, rugby league's changed quite a lot. If you look back from when I was a kid and used to watch NRL, and when they had the whole shoulder charge, which I thought was great for the game, just not shoulder charging people to the head, that was the problem. Tackles were much more intense. They had meaning. They were handled with business. There was none of this, because I got slapped in the head, I've got to go off for a HIA, for a head injury assessment, or because I bumped my head on the ground, I've got to go for a HIA, yet I'm feeling fine to play. Because a player in State of Origin head rubs someone and he gets sent off. Yet I saw the exact same head rub tonight. Okay. And, having all these bunkers and all these problems and players getting suspended for fuck all on the field. Lifting in a tackle, which, no, you can't lift anymore. That was going on for years. And there were some brilliant tackles. You just can't be dunking people on people's head, was the problem. Alex McKinnon was lifted, dropped on his head, broken neck. I've seen it happen to Greg Inglis. And then yet there was no penalty called. I mean, that's a dirty tackle, of course. But the problem with the current product of the National Rugby League in the way that's going to the PC woke culture is the referees just policing the game so much, blowing a whistle, and obviously they love sin bins. You can look back at the game 30 years ago. How often did you see players get sent to the bin or sent off? Not every game. Unless it was a serious, dangerous tackle. Like I remember I used to watch high tackles would just get penalised. But now, because, you know, as a footy player, you want to go make your tackle or handle your business, and your arm comes up and you hit, you know, you don't intentionally want to tackle someone around the throat or the face, you get sent to the bin. Or you get put on the report and have to deal with these dickheads in the NRL judiciary system. We're going to talk about the council woke culture because the councils have a lot to do with the current NRL product. And now, so why would Peter V'landys want to make Australia's greatest footy game start going soft? Clearly, the game's gotten a lot faster. It's more technical now than it used to be. Before, it was all about the big hits and, you know, big hits, hard hits, which was pretty great to watch. Shoulder charge. But I get that the NRL, Aussie rules, NFL want to clean the sport up. Fantastic, because there was a lot of dirty players that would just get away. And I think at one point too, it just got, would you say, like, it probably got too violent, but, you know, kids still watched it. That was footy. If you go watch a game back in the 80s, it was very rough. They used to just throw people everywhere, and yeah, it was rough. But well, that's the current NRL situation going on. Councils as well. It becomes what can I say, a shit fight in itself when rugby league grounds have to rely on council land application approvals for projects that never get done from the state, and this is where all the politics comes into it, because stadiums eventually need to be upgraded. Of course, I've spoken about Leichhardt Oval, Belmore Oval, but I'm talking the smaller grounds, of course, even Accor Stadium. Yeah, at some point, sooner or later, stadiums are going to need to be renovated. Or eventually, what's going to happen, they're just going to knock it down and, I don't know, build something else. I don't know what councils are planning to do with Leichhardt Oval or Belmore Oval. And unfortunately, clubs it becomes a whole dictatorship that they got to follow, because it doesn't work like NFL, where I think a team owner or who owns the stadium can do what they want. But that's America, of course. Yeah, it's obviously not cool when you get fans that want to, from any club, that they want to go and stir up trouble. I mean, that's just not good at all. Okay? Not good. So I don't know what the future for rugby league is going to be, and why that referees want to get all PC, woke, political correctness, and police the game to the point where you can't even make a tackle. So, yeah, that's obviously a disappointment for the fans. I mean, I saw it was Willie Mason on Channel 7 were talking about this problem in the NRL and how when it's coming up to the finals and grand final, well, then the referees are going to go and send everyone to the sin bin. Well, they might as well send the whole teams to the sin bin if the way it's going. I mean, it's not the first time games have been rigged on purpose. So I don't know who's making these decisions. To police the game to the point where, yeah, I can't even go and make a tackle because I'm fearing that I'm going to be put on report and have to face the NRL judiciary, because that's how it's going. You might as well go and play OzTag. The way the NRL's moving, might as well. Because I'm to the point where I feel watching a game of golf or cricket is going to be far more entertaining than the way NRL has gone. Soft. Okay? Soft. Apparently it was last round. I think it was Stephen Crichton or something got away with shoulder charge, and one of the referees was suspended a week. I mean, how the hell? This is all clubs. We're going to talk about shoulder. You know, I don't know if it's say the bunker is in the referee's ear, telling them what to do, when to blow their whistle, what call to make. Do a 6 again tackle. Create a try, deny a try. Why? Yeah, the game, of course, lost a lot of money during the pandemic. Yes, they've had to rely on government funding. I do support the idea that the NRL can, and I think it should have happened a long time ago, expand the competition to other states of Australia. Basically, all states of Australia. Have a team in South Australia, have a team in Western Australia, Perth, Northern Territory, Tasmania, have a second team in New Zealand, and have one in PNG. That'll be a great competition. Obviously, the team owners need a lot of money. They rely on a lot of sponsorship as well. So that's, how it works. So that's how I see the product moving ahead in the future, of course.
So, I mean, I'm not happy with the way the NRL's going. When we're going to come up toward a final, or and even at State of Origin, that have to send Swalihi off to the send him off for no reason. So, yeah, I mean that's that's my rant, of course. But I think is going to be another council election this year in New South Wales. Now, are people? I'm going to ask this question to everyone. Are people fed up with councils? Are people fed up with councils not delivering on their promises? Are people fed up with politicians not keeping up on their promises? Are people fed up with potholes on the road that councils are not fixing, and you pay your hard-earned money, your rates, however much it is, depending on your house, and potholes don't get fixed? I certainly am. I don't want to be paying $2 a litre for petrol, but I don't think that's a council problem. That's government. I'm talking your local council, who collect your garbage bin. Idea of a council to say, oh, we're only going to collect garbage once a fortnight. Why? You pay your rates, and why? That's not fair. Who are the people that keep those council workers in a job? Ratepayers are the ones that keep those employees for your local council in a job. Okay. So it seems to me we're paying out rates and we're not getting anything out of it. I mean, that's just not cool. Yeah, everyone has a right to speak up about the problem with councils, okay, in Australia. So I'm fed up with the politics going on about development proposals, okay. I'm fed up with corporations being built all the time. Like, you look at Leppington, okay. Leppington, I remember when the Leppington Station first opened, it was fantastic that they had a train service. But you look now how much they're building houses around there. It used to be a used to have a country town vibe to it. But now they're putting a McDonald's in Leppington. There's a Woolworths in Leppington Corporation. There's a new shopping centre in Leppington. Okay. Yeah, it's great to be building more houses, more apartments, but how can people afford the rent when it's too high, too expensive, and having to go in shared accommodation? Okay. Or deciding to, we want to knock down golf courses and have to build apartments. And that's not cool. So these are the problems businesses are facing. 2024. Time flies. But yet, what do these bureaucrats in the councils do? They want to take your hard-earned money and only spend it for their own pleasure and not fix up our roads, okay? Not maintain the roads, not keeping our footpaths clean of broken glass, okay? Because I can't stand it when, say you're riding your bike on the road, on the side of the road or whatever, and there's broken glass on the footpath. There's rubbish in the street that's not being cleaned up. All right. Every council electorate's different. Every jurisdiction's different, okay? And then being told, oh, because one street ends to the other street, oh, that's this council's problem. We can't do anything from there, from this jurisdiction, playing political football. It was like the problem with Badgerys Creek Airport. Political football. Why wasn't it built 50 years ago? Because if the Australian government was serious about this airport, serious about helping people with accommodation, serious about helping people with small businesses, they wouldn't be bludgeoned off ratepayers and taxpayers for the politicians' own personal benefits with $20,000 bottle of wine. They would have built this project and made life much easier. Okay? The Medicare urgent care clinics from the Albanese government were very slow to open. Failed promise. Okay? So, before people go into this council election, I think there are some areas that are not doing it. I'll keep you updated. Just make sure, okay, that whoever you vote for has a purpose, has a vision for the people, all right, and wants to stand up for the people. Wants to make cost of living easier for us, wants to get projects done, wants to keep our streets clean, wants to help for our community. So remember that every election, from what I've seen these last 4 years, this could be council, state, or federal. Ask yourself these questions. Why is it now that I pay more for a can of Coke than I did 4 years ago? Okay. Inflation, like today at Accor Stadium, I ended up buying a bottle of Coke, 600ml Coke, because it was a bit dry and hot. And yeah, that was about what, $6.60 roughly. So that's probably gone up. I don't know when was the last time I purchased Coca-Cola from Accor Stadium. That's probably gone up, what, 10 cents or so, because that's inflation. Obviously, being a venue, they can charge more because they've got to cover their cost to run the store as well. So obviously, yes, it's always been like that. Going to pay more, but it goes to show how much inflation hurts your wallet at the end of a working week. Okay, just remember that yeah. Inflation, unfortunately, this is what happens. Council's not, yeah, unfortunately, it's just, what can I say, not doing anything. So, and that's a disappointment for us ratepayers out there. Okay. Obviously, I'm basically fed up with the whole woke culture. That's just how I see the modern game moving toward. But I don't know what the future's going to be for the NRL. Obviously, if the game keeps getting too soft, then people are going to stop watching it. Yeah. Obviously, there's a lot of media pressures to had something to do with pushing these concussion protocols all the time. Someone has to go to the media and make a big drama about concussion. So, and then when people want to go and stir up trouble, well, this is what happened. So I don't know why Peter V'landys, and I think Phil Gould even sat down with Peter V'landys last year before started bringing in all these independent doctors and all these neurologists that have dedicated years and years of study. Obviously, of the brain, and knowing that, well, for years, yes, contact sport will have effect on the brain later on in life, not straight away. And yeah, a lot of we know now that CTE it catches up to you in your 40s, 50s, and it's affecting the brain. I mean, that's the problem that we're facing as consumers is, well, when the good old times of the big hits that we used to see were, they're gone, and we don't see that anymore. But obviously the game's changed quite a lot. So yeah, it will should be good. But Daly Cherry Evans, he's played over 300 first grade games, okay, and it's just incredible how he's able to keep going at his age. Obviously, he made some great runs during State of Origin Game 3 this year. But, no, it was just good good to see that he's still going, and good on him. Wish him all the best for his career, and that's amazing when you've hit 300 first grade games. Is how many players, okay, in Australia can even play one NRL game and then last 300? Not many. Well done. You hang in there, and you get lucky, you don't get hurt. That's fantastic. You're obviously doing something right. Yeah, no, it's really good to see that still hanging in there. Okay. Still hanging in there. I actually quite enjoy doing these, I guess, late night podcast episodes. Something to wind down with, of course. Yeah, no, it's good, I guess. I think people need to know the truth about all this woke culture going on in the NRL and in politics as well, because I take politics pretty seriously as I've gotten older. Yeah, no, it was a great afternoon to get out and yeah, just but the traffic, my God, like today, the traffic, it probably took us, would have taken us, 2 hours to get to Acor, and then probably another 2 hours to get back home, plus my commute back to my place. So it's probably a good 3 hours of commute time plus traffic as well. Yeah, almost roughly like that. So that's yeah, that's yeah, that's how it is, of course. So I always enjoy going and getting out and, yeah, enjoying the game for the next 80 minutes. 80 minutes of entertainment is what I have. So what's been happening this week? On my Pond 5 and Motion Element, I uploaded some more content, so definitely worth checking it out. And your purchase helps me grow as a content creator. I've started to get into Giphies now, which are fun. Yeah, that's what
I'm able to do. Just trying out new stuff. And yeah, finding out, well, what works and what doesn't work. And that's the journey of any content creator. You're gonna find, well, what it is that your purpose is. Going ahead in the world. But all you can do is just, just keep creating for as long as you can. Keep on creating. The best work that you can do as well. So yeah. And that's all I can say. That's all I can say. But I'm going to end the show tonight, guys. I thought I'd keep you all updated. Take care, everyone, and good night.